good. Good afternoon, everybody. Jonathan here. It is March 7th or 8th, I believe. It's a Saturday here in Georgia. So we've got 3 more weeks until the opening day of turkey season, and we're super excited. I just bought this Winchester Turkey Hunter 12 gauge pump action shotgun, and I've been doing a lot of research on it, and man, this wind is picking up. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of research on it, and everything I've been reading saying these Winchester Longbeard XRs are one of the best shooting shotgun shells out there. That's not TSS. So I was gonna try the Apex TSS ammunition shot shells this year, but instead I'm just gonna go ahead and try to stick with these Longbeards. I've got the 3.5 inch number 5 shot, and we're gonna shoot it a few times, see how it patterns, see if I need to adjust these True Glow fiber optic sights at all. Hopefully it's pretty close. I got this lead sled to help with the recoil, but it's a little breezy today, as you can see. I'm gonna do my best to get you some decent audio and footage of how this shotgun will pattern. I bought the Carlson's Longbeard XR turkey choke. It's a 665 constriction, so we'll see. Again, everything, this choke is specifically designed for the Longbeard XR shot shells by Winchester, and I'm using a Winchester shotgun, so hopefully we get a really good pattern here, and I don't have to go shop for more shot shells or a different type of choke, but we're gonna shoot it. We're gonna let y'all guys see the results for yourself in real time. Alright, as y'all can see, that shot was at 20 yards, and I was aiming really right in here, right at the center of the circle, and hit a little bit high. That turkey wouldn't stand a chance. It is a pretty tight pattern, so that close I just need to be very certain the turkey head is sideways or just dead still. But pretty good for 20 yards. We're gonna back this thing up to, instead of just shot at 20 yards, I'm gonna shoot this one at 30. I was gonna go all the way out to 40, but I just want to make sure, see if that shot was just a touch to the left where the pattern is, and I want to see if that continues to progress or if that was just me pulling it off a little bit. So shot 2, Winchester Longbeard XR 12 gauge 3.5 inch 2 ounce number 5 shot at 30 yards. We'll see what this one does. Alright guys, again this was 30 yards, and pattern still looks super tight. Obviously that's a dead turkey, but again I'm aiming right, where's my finger, there it is, right there. So it's hitting a little high if I'm aiming right at the neck, and the pattern seems to be a little to the left. To the left and a little high, but I'm gonna bump this thing out to 40 and see what she looks like there, and we may adjust those sights, or I may just shoot them as is, and just know I need to always aim right, down at the base of the turkey neck. But we'll take a shot here at 40 and see what it looks like. Just move the target out to 40 yards, and excited to see what this one does. Looks like a dead turkey right there. Let's go check it out. All right. 40 yards. Still a lot in the head and neck. Pattern still looks a touch higher than what I'm aiming, but I like the left and right a lot better at 40 than it was at 20 and 30. But man, that thing is super impressive. I'm tempted to push one out to 50 yards just to see what this thing does. All right, we're about to hit this thing at 50 yards and see what she does. It's been very impressive so far. I don't see why you'd need to shoot anything but this. All right, this is 50 yards, Winchester Longbeard XR, number 5 shot. Definitely not as tight as 40, but still, that bird is dead. And there's really not anywhere in this area where the head is. If you're just a little left, a little right, that bird's done for. So, super impressed. I'm probably gonna move this thing back to one more time and see what it does there, just to make sure I know exactly where it's hitting. I don't think I'm gonna adjust the sights at all, and just plan on it being a little high, 20 and 30. All right, guys, so needless to say, I am thoroughly impressed so far. Every shot has been getting a lot of pellets in the kill zone with these Winchester Longbeard 3.5s. They're 1,200 feet per second, 2 ounce, 5 shot. And with this lead sled, obviously I can shoot it a lot, don't bother me. I've got 30 pounds of weight on it, so I could shoot it nonstop. In the field, that 3.5 inch, it's gonna pack a punch, but the adrenaline will be pumping enough where I really won't know it, so one shot won't really bother me. But man, the results, they really speak for themselves with this choke tube, the Carlson's Longbeard XR combined with the Winchester Longbeard XR shot shells, and this Winchester SXP Turkey Hunter shotgun. Just awesome setup. I'm gonna shoot it one more time here. This will be at 30 yards. I was gonna bring it into 20, but I figured I'll just split the difference, put it at a kind of a sweet spot, 30 yards, and see what it does here. All right, 30 yards, and that one is a lot more centered than the first couple shots I did, but you know, it's still probably about 4 inches high. But I think I'm gonna leave it where it's at and just plan on aiming right at the base of the neck, right there on any shots I take on a turkey. And this thing's good from 20 all the way out to 50, no doubt. So we're gonna lay out all these targets. I'll mark each one so y'all can see the pattern of each. And again, I'll go over the loads and the shotgun and the setup, so y'all can decide for yourselves what you think about it. All right, guys, like promised, I'm gonna show you all the results here and go over exactly what I was using one more time. And I'm not even gonna try to count up the pellets. I know a lot of these videos, they try to count up the pellets within 10 inches. I think you can see for yourself what it'll do within 10 inches, but I'll flip the camera around here real quick and I'll show you what we were using and then the results. All right, so as mentioned earlier in the video, I just purchased this Winchester SXP Turkey Hunter shotgun. It's a 12 gauge with 3.5 inch chamber, 24 inch barrel. It came with an extra full choke, but that choke was only a 700 constriction, 0.700, and I didn't feel like that would be optimal for turkey hunting. So I went ahead and purchased this Longbeard Carlson's turkey choke. It's a 0.665 constriction. It can shoot heavy shot, lead, TSS, anything that's out there right now. and it was designed specifically for the Winchester Longbeard XR shot shells. And this is what I was shooting today, the 12 gauge 3.5 inch 2 ounce 5 shot. Shoots 1200 feet per second, and I think the results speak for themselves. So left to right, we started at 20 yards, and here's the results. Again, I was aiming right here in the center of this circle, so a little bit high of a pattern, but super tight. I kind of prefer a tight pattern myself, especially shooting iron sights on a shotgun. I feel pretty confident and comfortable with that. We'll move on over. I actually shot twice at 30 yards, and you can see the results here. This was the first shot I took at 30 yards. A little bit to the left on the pattern, but obviously still a little high, but a lot of shot in the kill zone. That was the last shot I took, and it was at 30 yards as well. Again, just a little bit high, but I can't count how many shots in that turkey's head. He don't stand a chance at 30 yards for sure. 40 yards spreads out just a little bit, but again, just a little bit high on the pattern. But as you can see, plenty of room there for that turkey head to move back and forth, and you would still have a dead turkey at 40 yards. And the 50-yard shot here, it's all pretty well centered, maybe a touch high if you were to try to center where the shot is, but that's also a dead turkey as well. Pretty much where we're turkey hunting in Georgia, it's all going to be 40 yards and in. Timber hunting, maybe half acre, 1 acre fields, but for the most part, all of our shots are going to be what these look like. But it's good to know if one stays out, hangs up at 50 yards on a field edge, something like that, we could definitely feel confident in taking down that turkey. So again, this Winchester Longbeard load, it was only $21.98 at Walmart for 10 shells. The TSS ammo shotgun shells I was looking for, they were running about $60 to $70 for 5. So I think they're like $12 to $15 a shell, where these are like $2 a shell. So pretty substantial difference in cost. The shotgun I paid $349 for at Bass Pro, and I'm not sponsored or given anything by these guys, just showing you what I'm using. And got this sling on clearance for like 16 bucks. The Longbeard choke was $69, and those Birchwood Casey turkey targets, I really like those. I want to say it was like $8 for 8 targets. So overall, great results. Super happy with the outcome, and hopefully we'll have some turkeys down this year. We're planning on tagging out like everybody does every year, but you never know. We picked up a couple extra properties to turkey hunt this year, and we're going to be splitting up a lot more, trying to get some other people on video, and just super excited. Just 3 weeks away. We have an early, like 2 or 3 day youth season here in Georgia. I think it's 2. It might just be Saturday and Sunday, the week before the actual opening day. And I also got drawn for a public land turkey quota hunt here. So we've got a lot coming up. Y'all stay tuned. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, share our videos. It helps us out a ton. And thanks for watching. Release Reality is brought to you by Nutrax, superior wildlife development, nutrition, and attractants. Hunter Vision, fog-free blinds.